Welcome to the tutorial of Everwhite Sweater, and I have made it in different colors. One is in purple and one is in hot pink, and it has a really cool honeycomb like structure to go with it.
So for this sweater you will be needing a medium weight yarn or an aran yarn, and then tape measure, stitch markers, and then a crochet hook which is 4.5 millimeter, and some scissors. So for this project I'll be using Taj Mousse Luxurious Anti-Pill yarn, and this is 100% premium acrylic and it is about 190 meters in length. So first we need to make a slip knot. And then you have to chain a multiple of 5 plus 2. For example, if you're chaining 45, you have to add 2 to it, which will be 47. Keep chaining till you're satisfied with the width of the sweater. So I'm using this purple sweater as a guide for me, and I had chained a total of 80 plus 2, which is 82 chains. So you can also use a sweater as a guide or reference for yourself and chain until it matches the width of your sweater. So as we know, we have to make a multiple of 5 plus 2 chains, and I have done a total of 80 plus 2 chains, which is 82. And then I'm going to begin row 1. So the loop on the hook does not count as a stitch, and this is the first stitch and this is the second stitch. You have to go into the second stitch and make a single crochet. Then go to the next stitch and make a single crochet, and go to the next stitch and make a single crochet. So continue making single crochet up to the end. So I completed doing the row 1, which is a single crochet row. So for row 2 you need to chain 1 and then turn your work. Then you need to make single crochet in first 2 stitches. So this loop on the hook does not count as a stitch, and this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. This is your first stitch and this is your second stitch. So into the first stitch make your single crochet, and into the second stitch make your single crochet, and then after that you need to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and then you need to skip 2 stitches. So 1 and 2, skip 1 and 2, and then into the next 3 stitches after skipping 2 you need to make 1 single crochet each. So skip 2 stitches and then go into the third stitch and make single crochet, and into the next stitch make a single crochet, and into the next make a single crochet. In this way you have added 3 single crochet after skipping 2 stitches. So now you have to repeat the pattern. Chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and then you need to skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and then into the next 3 stitches add 1 single crochet each. So skip 2 stitches and then into the next stitch make a single crochet, and then into the next stitch make a single crochet, into the next stitch make a single crochet. In this way we have created 3 single crochet. Then chain 5, repeat the pattern, 1 2 3 4 5, and then skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into the next 3 add 1 single crochet each. So skip 1 and 2, and into the third stitch add a single crochet, and then into the next stitch add a single crochet, and then into next add a single crochet. In this way we have added 3 single crochet. Then chain 5 and continue the pattern. So I am nearing the end. I am left with this many stitches, so I am going to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Then I have to skip the next 2 stitches and go into the third stitch and make a single crochet, and into the next stitch make a single crochet, and into the next stitch make a single crochet. In total I have 3 single crochet, and then I have to chain then you will be left with 4 stitches, 1 2 3 4. You have to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and then you need to skip the next 2 stitches, and into the last 2 stitches incorporate 1 single crochet. So skip the next 2, and into the second last stitch make a single crochet, and into the last stitch make a single crochet. So this is your row 2. So for row 3 you need to chain 1 and then turn your work, and then after that the loop on the hook does not count as a stitch, and this is your first stitch and this is your second stitch. So go into the first stitch and make a single crochet. Then into this 5 chain arc you have to incorporate 5 single crochet. So 1 2 3 4 5, and into this 3 single crochet skip the next single crochet, and into the middle single crochet you have to incorporate a single crochet, and then skip the next single crochet and make 5 single crochet in this chain 5 chain arc. So this is 1, then 2 3 4 5, and into this 3 single crochet skip the first single crochet and go into the middle one, the second one, and make a single crochet. Skip the next single crochet and make 5 single crochet in this this arc. So 1 2 3 4 5. So you need to skip the next single crochet and into the second one make a single crochet, skip the next single crochet and make 5 single crochet in the arc. 2 3 4 5. So you need to skip the next single crochet and go into the second single crochet and make a single crochet, and skip the next single crochet and make 5 single crochets. You continue this pattern towards the end. I'm nearing the end of row 3 and I'm left with the chain 5 arc and last 2 stitches. So I have to make 5 single crochet. So 1 2 3 4 5. Then after that I am left with last 2 stitches, one and this first and the second one. So you have to skip the next single crochet and into the last single crochet make a single crochet, and that is the end of row 3. For row 4 you need to chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then turn your work, and after that you need to skip the first stitch and the second stitch. So skip the first and second stitch and into the third stitch, and into the next 3 stitches incorporate 1 single crochet. So skip first and second, and into the third stitch make 1 single crochet, into the next stitch another single crochet, and into the next stitch another single crochet. Then chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Then you have to skip 3 stitches. So 1 2 3, and into the next 3 stitches add 1 single crochet. So 1 2 3 and add 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Then chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, skip 3 stitches. So 1 2 3, and into the next 3 stitches add 1 single crochet. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Then chain 5 again, repeat the pattern 1 2 3 4 5, and then skip the next 3 stitches 1 2 3, and into the next 3 stitches add 1 single crochet. 1 2 3. So keep repeating this pattern till the end. So I'm nearing the end and you'll be left with last 2 single crochet. So 1 and 2. Then you have to chain 2, 1 2, and then you have to make a treble in the last single crochet. So for treble you need to yarn over 2 times and go into the last single crochet and pull through 2, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. That's the end of the row. So for row 5 you need to chain 1 and then turn your work. After that, in this treble, on top of the treble, make 1 single crochet, and in this chain 2 space make 2 single crochet. So 1, 2, then you will be presented with 3 single crochet. Skip the first single crochet and go into the second one and make a single crochet. Skip the next single crochet and make 5 single crochet in this 5 chain arc. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip the next single crochet and go into the second one or the middle single crochet and make a single crochet. Then make 5 single crochet in this 5 chain arc. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip the next single crochet and go into the next middle single crochet and make a single crochet and repeat the pattern till you approach toward the end. So I am nearing the end of row 5, so I have to make a single crochet in the middle single crochet. So skip the next single crochet and make a single crochet in the middle single crochet or the second single crochet. Skip the next single crochet and I'll be left with this space. So in this space I'll be making 3 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and that is the end of row 5. So for row 6 you need to chain 1 and then turn your work. Then into the first stitch you need to make 1 single crochet, and into the second stitch make another single crochet. Then you need to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you need to skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, skip 3 stitches, and into the next 3 stitches incorporate 1 single crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then repeat the pattern. So skip the next 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, skip, and then into the next 3 single crochets make 1 single crochet. So 1, and into the next another single crochet, and into the next another single crochet. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip next 3. So 1, 2, 3, and go into the next 3 and make 1 single crochet each in all of these stitches. So 1, 2, and into the next another. Then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3. So 1, 2, 3, skipped, and into the next add 1 single crochet, and into the next add 1 single crochet, and into the next 1 single crochet, and chain 5 and repeat the pattern. I will meet you when we are nearing the end. So we are nearing the end of row 6 and you will be left with 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and into the last 2 make single crochet. So make a single crochet in the second last chain, and then make a single crochet in the last stitch, and your row 6, this is your row 6. So repeat row 3 to row 6 till it matches the length or height of your reference sweater, or till you're satisfied with the length of the sweater. So I finished making my back panel, and I continued making those row 3 to row 6 repeats until it matches the length or height of my reference sweater. And you also can place your back panel against your reference sweater to see if you're satisfied or if it matches the length or height of the reference sweater. So make sure that your last row of the back panel is either a row 3 or a row 5 repeat. So for the front panel, I'm going to repeat the exact same steps as I did for the back panel. So just keep working your rows or pattern repeats and stop when you're about to shape the neckline. So for me, for the front panel, I'm going to chain 82 chains, which is a multiple of 5 plus 2, and then I'm going to continue making those row repeats. and I will stop when I'm about to shape the neckline. So my front panel is ready and I'm about to do the neckline shaping. So basically, as you can see, this is the front panel, and I followed the same steps for the front panel as I did for the back panel. I chained about 82 chains and did the same row repeats of pattern sequence, and I'm about to do the neckline shaping. So the question is, when should we start doing the neckline shaping? So basically what you have to do is take the front panel and place it on top of the back panel, and then take a measuring tape and measure the distance between the top edge of the back panel to the top edge of the front panel. It should be around 7 to 9 inches. For me it is about 7 inches. You can adjust it according to the depth or how deep you want your neck to be. So my neckline is about 7 inches deep, and now I'm going to remove the back panel to avoid some confusion. So the front panel is in front of me, and make sure that the last row is a row 6, and now we have to divide the front panel into 3 approximately equal sections: the right shoulder section, the center section, and the left shoulder section. So now you have to count the number of circles on the top row of your front panel. So for me the number of circle is about 15. So let me count it again: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 15 circles. You have to take that number and divide it by 3, because you're dividing it into 3 equal portions or 3 sections. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. So I need to have 5 circles on the right, 5 circles on the center, and 5 circles on the left hand side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have placed my stitch marker in the right section. Then in the left section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have placed my stitch marker. In the center I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 circles. So I have divided into 3 equal portions. So in some cases, you might not have 3 exactly equal sections. For example, the right is having 5 circles, left is having 5 circles, but the center section is having 4 circles or 6 circles. So it doesn't matter, don't worry about it. Just make sure that the right side section and the left side section is exactly equal. For example, for me it is 5 sections, 5 circles. So 5 circles here, 5 circles here. 5 circles on the right side, 5 circles on the left side. But the center section need not be exactly equal. It can be 4 circles, for example. It can be 6 circles. It can have one circle less or one circle more. It doesn't have to be exact. But make sure the right side section circles are equal to the left side section circles. So now where do I have to place the stitch markers? So after dividing the front panel into three sections, you have to place your stitch marker. So I'll tell you where. So basically I have counted from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after the 5th count I am placing the stitch marker in between, in the center stitch, into the middle stitch or into the second stitch, not the first or third stitch. So place your stitch marker into the second stitch or into the middle stitch. And then in this case also you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then after that you need to place your stitch marker in the middle stitch, not into the first stitch or third stitch, but into the middle single crochet. So now I'm going to work on the right section, and here basically you have to follow the same pattern sequence that you did for the back panel, but the only difference is that you will be working from this side to up to the stitch marker and then go back and forth. You'll be working like this, and there will be your center stitches will be left unworked. That you should not do any stitches on top of the center stitches. So now I'm going to work on the right section, and make sure that the last row of your front panel is a row 6, and now according to the pattern I have to do row 3. So now basically I have to chain 1, turn my work, and continue row 3. So I have to do single crochet in the first stitch and skip the next stitch, skip the next single crochet, and make 5 single crochet in the chain 5 arc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after that I have to skip the next single crochet and go into the second single crochet or the middle single crochet and make a single crochet, and then skip the next single crochet and make 5 single crochet in the chain 5 arc. So basically repeat the pattern. for row 3, and I'll meet you in the end. So now I've reached the stitch marker for the right section. So basically what you have to do is remove the stitch marker and place a single crochet in that place. Basically place the stitch marker in the middle single crochet, not in the first or in the third, but in the middle single crochet. So place a single crochet into, skip the next single crochet and place a single crochet into the middle single crochet or the second single crochet, and then you need to chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then turn your work and continue the pattern. From now you just have to do row 4, skip the first 2 stitches and make single crochet into the third stitch, and then into the next stitch make a single crochet, and into the next stitch make a single crochet, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, skip the next 3 stitches, 1 2 3, and into the following stitch make a single crochet, and then into the next stitch make a single crochet, and into the next stitch make a single crochet. Basically you need to continue row 4 and continue the pattern sequence. So I'm nearing the end, and now we will be left with the last 2 stitches. You need to chain 2, 1 2, and do a treble into the last stitch. So basically you need to skip the next stitch and make a treble into the last stitch. Then you need to make chain 1, and then you need to turn the work, and after that you need to make a single crochet into the treble, and then make 2 single crochet in the chain space. Then you need to make a single crochet in the center stitch, skip the next stitch and make a single crochet in the center single crochet, skip the next stitch and make 5 single crochet in the chain 5 arc, 1 2 3 4 5, and skip the next stitch and make a single crochet into the center stitch, skip the next stitch and make 5 single crochet in the chain 5 arc, and continue the pattern towards the end. So now I'm nearing the end, and now you have to make 3 single crochet in this chain space. So 1 2 3, and that's the end of the row, and you can place your stitch marker right below this line so that you have an idea how far you have come, or you just have an idea about the right section. Now you have to chain 1 and then turn your work. Then you have to make 1 single crochet in the first stitch and another single crochet in the second stitch. Then you need to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, then skip 3 stitches, 1 2 3, and into the next following stitch make a single crochet, into the next stitch make a single crochet, and into the next make a single crochet. In total 3 single crochet here. Then chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and just repeat the pattern sequence. I'm nearing the end, so you need to chain 5, and then you'll be left with 5 stitches, 1 2 3 4 5, and you need to skip the 3 stitches, 1 2 3, and into the second last stitch make a single crochet, then into the last stitch make a single crochet, and that's the end of your row 6. So continue making these repeats, which is row 3 to row 6 for the right section, till it matches the length of the back panel. So now I'm going to teach you how to join a new yarn. So to join a new yarn, make sure you're on row 3 or on row 5. So according to the pattern, I need to make a single crochet into the center stitch. So I'm going to the center stitch, pull through, and then I'll not pull through 2. Now I'll take the yarn, take the new yarn and loop my yarn through the hook, and then pull through 2, and then I can continue my normal pattern sequence. Then I have to chain 5, sorry, I have to make 5 single crochet. This is 2 3 4 5. So that's how you join a new yarn. So I completed making the right side shoulder, and I continued making those row 3 to row 6 repeats till the front panel matches the length of the back panel. So I'm going to work on the left side shoulder, and I'm going to attach the yarn where the stitch marker is present. So I'm going to remove my stitch marker and attach my yarn here. I'm just going to place the stitch marker just below the area, and I need to attach my yarn in the center stitch. So I'm inserting my hook and I'm taking my new yarn, and I'll create a loop on the hook and then pull it through, and then chain 1 to secure. And on this same stitch, in the center stitch, I'm going to make a single crochet. Then, as we know, our row on the front panel ended on a row 6, so I have to do row 3. So according to the pattern, I have to make 5 single crochet in the 5 chain arc. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have to skip the next stitch, and into the center stitch I'm going to make a single crochet. Then I have to skip the next stitch and make 5 single crochet in the 5 chain arc and continue the pattern towards the end. So we are nearing the end and we are left with 2 stitches. So you need to skip the next stitch and into the last stitch make a single crochet. Then you need to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then turn your work, and you need to skip the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into the third stitch make a single crochet, and into the next stitch make a single crochet, and into the next stitch make a single crochet. In total we have 3 single crochet in each stitch, and then you have to continue the pattern. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and into the following stitch make a single crochet, then into the next stitch make a single crochet, then into the next stitch make a single crochet. So continue the pattern, and I'll meet you towards the end. So I am nearing the end, and in the end you'll have 2 stitches left, and then you need to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then make a treble on the last stitch. So yarn over twice and go into the last, skip the next stitch, go into the last stitch and make a treble. Then you need to chain 1 and then turn your work, and you have to make a single crochet on top of the treble. Then make 2 single crochet in the chain space, 1, 2, and then skip the next stitch and go into the center stitch and make a single crochet. Then skip the next stitch and make 5 single crochet in the chain space in the 5 chain arc, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then continue the row repeat. So we are nearing the end, and then we'll be left with this chain space. We need to make 3 single crochet in this chain space, 1, 2, and 3. And then for row 6 you need to chain 1 and then turn your work. Then into the first stitch make a single crochet, then into the second stitch make a single crochet, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3, and into the next stitch make a single crochet, then into the next make a single crochet, and into the next make a single crochet, and then chain 5, repeat the pattern. So we are nearing the end of row 6, and we'll be left with 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and skip 3 stitches, 1 2 3, and into the next 2 stitches add 1 single crochet each. So into the second last stitch I'm adding single crochet, and into the last stitch I'm adding single crochet, and that is the end of row 6. So continue making these repeats of row 3 to row 6 till it matches the length of the back panel. So I continued those repeats from row 3 to row 6 for the left side section till it matches the length of my back panel, and now my front panel is ready. So I wanted to show you which is the right side of the panel and which is the wrong side of the panel. So this side, as you can see, the stitches look like honeycomb here. So this side is considered the right side of the panel, and if I just flip this like this, and then you can see that this side is the wrong side of the panel where the stitch is a little bit different. So I hope you're able to distinguish between the right side. So this is the this is the right side of the panel, and then when I flip this like this is the wrong side of the panel. I hope you can tell the difference. So I have placed the front panel on top of the back panel, and you need to make sure that the right side of the panels are facing each other. That means the right side of the front panel is facing the right side of the back panel. So I'm going to attach the front panel to the back panel. So for the right side front panel, I'm going to attach a yarn here and make single crochet. I'll join the front panel, right side front panel to the back panel using single crochet from this point up till this point. And similarly for the left side panel, I'm going to attach a yarn here and make single crochet. I'll join the left side front panel to the back panel using single crochet from this point up to this point. So first I'm going to attach the right side front panel to the back panel. So I'm going to attach the right side front panel to the back panel. So for that I'm going to insert my hook into the corner of the front panel and then into the corner of the back panel, and loop my yarn like this on top of the hook, and then pull it through both the panels, and then chain one to secure and make single crochet from this point up to this point. So I'll go to this next stitch on the front panel and then the next stitch on the back panel and make a single crochet, then go into the next stitch onto the front panel and then next stitch onto the back panel, make a single crochet, next stitch on the front panel, next stitch onto the back panel and make a single crochet, next stitch onto the front panel, next stitch onto the back panel, make a single crochet. Like this, keep making single crochet up to this point. So I have reached the end of my right side shoulder. So now I have to chain one and then cut my yarn. So I finished joining the front panel to the back panel using single crochet. As you can see, the single crochet row, it appears a little bumpy, and then repeat the same steps that you did for the right side front panel to the left side front panel. So attach a yarn in this corner and make single crochet. Join the front panel to the back panel using single crochet from this point up to this point. So make sure you have attached your stitch markers so that the stitches don't move. So I'm joining the left side front panel to the back panel. So first you need to insert your hook into the corner of the left side front panel and then insert your hook into the other side of the back panel and then loop your yarn like this and pull through both the panels, then chain one to secure, then continue to make single crochet from this point up to this point. So go to the stitch onto the front panel and go to the stitch onto the back panel and make a single crochet, then go to the next stitch onto the front panel and next stitch onto the back panel and make a single crochet, go into the next stitch onto the front panel, next stitch onto the back panel and make a single crochet, and continue making single crochet from this point up to this point. So I'm reaching the end of left side shoulder, so I have to chain one and then cut my yarn. So both of the front panels, the right side front panel is joined to the back panel and the left side front panel is joined to the front panel, and as you can see, the single crochet is looking very bumpy on this side, and the place where you did your single crochet, this side will be considered your wrong side. So to see your right side, if you just open it a little like this and flip it, here the stitches look very neat and clean. So here you can see it is no more bumpy at all. It's looking cleaner. This side also looks cleaner. So this side will be considered your right side when you flip it open. So now I have to make the arm. So take your reference sweater and measure the circumference of the arm of the sweater. So for me it is approximately 14 inches or so. So I have to my foundation chain should be a chain of it should be a multiple of 5 plus 2, and I should keep chaining till it reaches 14 inches. So for you it could be a different number. So chain till you reach that number, and it should be a multiple of 5 plus 2. So I chained a total of 45 plus 2, 47 number of chains, and I kept chaining till it reached the 40-inch mark for me. And you need to make sure you're chaining a multiple of 5 plus 2. So now for your sleeve, repeat the same steps that you did for the back panel. So the next row will be like row 1, which is single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then single crochet in each stitch till the end, and then do row 2, then row 3, and then row 4, row 5, row 6, and repeat the row 3 to row 6 pattern sequence. And this is work the same way you work for the back panel. So my sleeve is ready. I followed the same steps that I did for the back panel, and it is about 12 inches. So I have placed the joined front panel and back panel on top of myself, and I have not attached the sides or joined the sides because I have to attach the sleeves. And this is how the deep is my neck is. Don't worry about the deep neck, because I'm going to add a very thick ribbing which will reduce the depth. And I wanted to show you that you need to when you make your sleeve, you need to put it on top of yourself, put this garment on top of yourself, front and back panel, and put the sleeves on top of yourself to check every now and then whether the sleeve is reaching the wrist area or not. So for me, I'm satisfied with the length of the sleeve, and I'm going to stop here. So don't make the mistake of making your sleeve from the top of your shoulder like this, otherwise your sleeve might end up being too long. So place your garment like this on top of yourself and see where your shoulder is dropping. For me it is dropping till here, so I have to place my sleeve on top of a sleeve here and then check if I'm satisfied with the length of the sleeve. So arrange the joint front and back panel on the floor or on a table and arrange the sleeves in this fashion. So you need to make sure that the wrong side of the front and back panel is facing you, and in the wrong side of the sleeves is facing you. So wrong side is where you can see the single crochet bumps, and also in this side, in this shoulder, you can see the single crochet bumps. So make sure that the wrong side is facing you. So you need to make sure that the middle of the sleeve aligns with the shoulder seams. So what you have to do is take your sleeve and fold it in half and see whether the middle of the sleeve aligns with the shoulder seams, and then place a stitch marker here to secure them in place. So you need to join the sleeves to the front and back panel using single crochet from this point up to this point. So attach the stitch marker so that the stitches don't move. So for the joining, what you need to do is you need to insert your hook into the corner of your sleeve and then go to the other side and insert your hook, and then loop your yarn like this and pull through both the panels. Then chain one to secure. Then after that you need to make single crochet from this point up to the orange stitch marker. So what you have to do is insert your hook into the next stitch on the sleeve and then insert your hook onto the next stitch onto the panel and make a single crochet. Then go into the next stitch onto the sleeve and next stitch onto the panel and make a single crochet. Next stitch onto the sleeve, next stitch onto the panel and make a single crochet.
It doesn't have to be perfect while doing this. So keep making single crochet from this point up to the end point. So after you make single crochet from this point up to this point, repeat the same steps for the other sleeve as well. So I finished attaching both the sleeves to the front and back panel. Then you should rearrange the sweater in such a way that the wrong sides are facing you. So wrong side is where you did your single crochet, so you can see the bumpy single crochet stitches here and also in the shoulder side, as well as in this shoulder side and also in this sleeve you can see the bumpy single crochet stitches. Now we are going to connect the sides and the arms, so place the stitch marker so that the stitches don't move. So attach your yarn in the bottom corner of the sweater and work single crochet upwards and down to the cuff area. So insert your hook into one of the panels. So insert your hook into this into the back panel and go in, insert your hook into the corner of the front panel, and then loop your yarn like this and then pull out, pull through, and then after that you need to chain one to secure. Then keep making single crochet from this point up to the cuff area. So go into the next stitch into the front into the panel and go into the next stitch into the other side and make a single crochet. Go into the next stitch on one panel, next stitch on the other side and make a single crochet. Next stitch on the one panel, next stitch on the other side and make a single crochet. Next stitch on the other side, single crochet. Next stitch on the front panel, next stitch on the other panel and make a single crochet. Next stitch on one panel, next stitch on the other panel, single crochet. So it does not have to be perfect. So keep making single crochet from this point going upwards up to the cuff area. So repeat the exact same steps that you're doing in this side on the other side as well. Attach a yarn on the bottom corner of the sweater and make single crochet, go upwards and go up to the corner of the cuff area. Completed attaching the side and the arm in this side as well as in this side as well. Now I'm going to do the V-neck ribbing. For the V-neck ribbing, make sure that the wrong side is facing you. You should be able to see the single crochet bumps on all sides. Here as well. So place your stitch marker in the left corner of the neckline and then attach your yarn here and make single crochet and go upwards, sideways, come down and then come back to the original point. I'm moving my sweater this way so that I can work from right to left. So I'm going to attach a new yarn in this corner, left corner neckline where I placed my stitch marker. So I'm going to insert my hook into this corner and then place my new yarn on top of my hook and then pull it through and then chain one to secure. Then I'm going to continue to make single crochet upwards. So this is one single crochet, then another single crochet, keep making single crochet. So keep making single crochet from this corner, go upwards and then go sideways and come down and then come back to the original point. So what I did was I attached a yarn here and made single crochet, went upwards, sideways and went downwards and then came back, and now I'm going to attach my last stitch to the first stitch by a by slip stitch. So I'm going to place my yellow stitch marker in the right corner neckline, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make double crochet from here, from this corner, go upwards go sideways and come down to the yellow stitch marker. So I'll move my work like this so that I can work from right to left. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then double crochet in each stitch till the yellow stitch marker. So make double crochet in each stitch. So keep making double crochet in each stitch till you reach the right corner neckline or till you reach the yellow stitch marker. So I completed the row 2 of double crochet. So I started making double crochet from this point, from the green stitch marker, went upwards, went sideways and came back to the yellow stitch marker. So you should not work on the bottom of the neckline or into the center portion. You should leave it unworked. From now onwards you need to go back from one stitch marker to another stitch marker. You have to go back and forth to one stitch marker to other stitch marker and leave this bottom neckline unworked. You should not touch these stitches. Next row is a front post and back post double crochet row. So for that you need to chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and then turn your work. So after the chain 3, now we are going to make front post and back post double crochet. So for front post double crochet, first you need to skip the first stitch and into the second stitch yarn over, go from right to left and the bar should be in front of the hook and then make a normal double crochet. That's your front post double crochet. For back post, go yarn over, come from behind and go to the other side and make a normal double crochet. That's your back post double crochet. Then for your front post, yarn over, go from right to left, the bar should be in front of the hook and do a normal double crochet. For back post, yarn over, come from behind, go to the other side and the hook should be in front of the bar and then do a normal double crochet. For front post, yarn over, come from right to left, the bar should be in front of the hook, do a normal double crochet. For back post, yarn over, come from behind, go to the other side, the hook should be in front of the bar and make a normal double crochet. So continue making front post, alternating front post and back post double crochet till the green stitch marker or till the left corner neckline. If you are still struggling to understand the front post and back post double crochet, there are several YouTube videos. You just have to type front post and back post double crochet and you can understand it better. I'm nearing the end of row 3 and I'm near the green stitch marker. So I have to do a front post double crochet in this stitch. So yarn over, go from right to left, the bar should be in front of the hook and make a front post double crochet. And then I'm left with this chain 3 space. Always do a front post double crochet in the last chain 3. So yarn over, go from right to left, make a front post double crochet. That is the end of row 3. So for row 3 I continued making front post and back post double crochet from this yellow stitch marker corner and went up, went sideways and came down to the green stitch marker corner and this is the row 3. Now for row 4 I am going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and then turn my work. So for row 4 I am going to make front post double crochet on top of front post double crochet and back post double crochet on top of back post double crochet. So this right here next stitch is a back post double crochet. So you have to yarn over, come from behind, go to the other side and make a normal double crochet. So that is my back post double crochet. This is a front post double crochet. The bumps that you can see is the front post double crochet. So I have to make front post on front post. So yarn over, go from right to left, the bar should be in front of the hook and make a normal double crochet. So that is your front post. Now I have to do a back post double crochet. So yarn over, come from behind, go to the other side, hook should be in front of the bar and then do a normal double crochet. And then I have to do front post on front post. So yarn over, go from right to left, bar should be in front of the hook and do a normal double crochet. Then for back post I have to yarn over, come from behind, go to the other side and do a normal double crochet.
For front post, yarn over, go from right to left. The bar should be in front of the hook and do a normal double crochet. For back post, yarn over, come from behind, go to the other side. The hook should be in front of the bar and do a normal double crochet. For front post, yarn over, go from right to left, do a normal double crochet. Back post, yarn over, come from behind, go to the other side, do a normal double crochet. So keep making front post on top of front post and back post on top of back post till the yellow stitch marker or till this right corner neckline. So I am nearing the end of row 4, so I have to do a back post double crochet. Then I have to do a front post double crochet in this chain 3. So yarn over, go from right to left. So that is the end of row 4. For row 4, I started working from this corner, left corner neckline, made front post on top of front post and back post on top of back post, went upwards, went sideways and came down to this right corner or to this yellow stitch marker. So I have placed a stitch marker in the center point of the bottom of the neckline, and you need to keep repeating row 4 till your left side ribbing reaches the center point and the right side ribbing reaches the center points. You need to keep going back and forth from one corner to another, repeating row 4 till your ribbing reaches the center point. So I repeated row 4 for about 9 times, back and forth from one corner to other corner, and until my right side ribbing and the left side ribbing reaches the center point of my bottom neckline. So this is how the ribbing is looking. So here I'm going to just chain 1 and then cut my yarn. For joining the ribbing to the bottom neckline, you need to make sure that the wrong side of the garment is facing you. For example, you need to make sure that you are able to see the single crochet bumps everywhere in this corner and in this side as well. So you need to make sure that the wrong side of the garment is facing you. Now I'm going to attach the right side ribbing to the bottom neckline, so I'll do that using stitch markers. So my right side ribbing is attached. Then I'm going to attach my left side ribbing to the bottom neckline. I'm going to attach a yarn in the corner of the neckline and then attach the bottom of the neckline to the ribbing from this point to this point using single crochet. I'm going to insert my hook in this corner and then loop my yarn like this and then pull through and then chain 1 to secure. Then I'm going to, this is my ribbing and this is the bottom neckline, so I'm going to make single crochet attaching the bottom neckline to the ribbing. So I'm going to the stitch on the bottom neckline and then going to the ribbing side and making a single crochet, and go to the other stitch in the neckline and into the ribbing and make a single crochet, other stitch on the neckline and into the ribbing, single crochet, other stitch on the neckline and into the ribbing and single crochet. Continue making single crochet up to this point. My right side ribbing is attached to the bottom neckline, as you can see, and now I'm going to proceed to the left side ribbing. So I'm going to insert my hook into the corner of the left side ribbing and then make a slip stitch and then continue to make single crochet. So go to the bottom neckline and go to the ribbing and make a single crochet. Continue making single crochet up to this point. When you just get to the end, just chain 1 and then cut the yarn.